here with NFL legend Eddie George.
Heisman Trophy winner, yes. Ohio State legend.
Thank you. The Ohio State one.
My apologies, sir.
The Ohio State. First and foremost, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it.
Man, glad to be here, man. Glad to be seen and not viewed.
That's a fact.
So we we talk about business, and a lot of times athletes are known for what they do on the court or on the field. But it's like you have a highlight reel, right? But a lot of times, especially now, athletes taking more pride in what they're doing off the field. So I know that you've done a lot off the field, business things of that nature. Do you have a highlight in business that is your favorite business move that you've made in life, or just after you finish playing?
Investing in myself, investing in my education, self-improvement. You can never stop growing in terms of that. Always reading books on finance. Favorite book right now is one that's recommended by Warren Buffett. It's The Intelligent Investor. That is the Bible in terms of value investing, compound interest, and so forth. And self-improvement. That's the best thing I can say. I mean, you can always try to scope out and try to find the right business deals and with the right technology and all of that, but you're really investing in yourself and you're investing in people, and that's the best advice I can say.
Yeah. While you were playing, did you always have that business savvy, or was there somebody along the way that was a mentor to you? Say, you know what, young guy, come, let me show you the way.
Well, my agent Lamont Smith served as a mentor to me in terms of business, challenged me to go get my master's of business. So I went to Kellogg School of Management at Northwestern. Okay. Started my own landscape architecture firm in 2004. That still exists today. I'm no longer in the business. Now I do wealth management. I recently got my 4 years ago my Series 7, 66, fully licensed.
I know a guy who has that.
You got yours too. Yeah. So you know the grind of that. So it's a business that I enjoy because I can help others.
That's dope. I didn't know you was a financial advisor, so that's interesting because now you have a unique perspective from being a player. Are you working with players? That's your goal?
I mean, working with anybody with assets. I don't think it, from a business side, you just don't want to work with one segment.
Sure.
You want to have diversification.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're on a golf course, and networking is extremely important, right?
It's the office.
Yeah, that's why we know. It's a lot of people. We play. Do you play golf? They're like, no, I don't play.
We spoke to Santana Moss. He's like, I don't even know how to play golf. He's like, I'm just here. But how important is just networking in general, and especially on the golf course, since we're at a golf tournament? Is it really exist? Is that real as far as the golf course network?
Yeah, I think your net worth equals your network. It's who you know. It's who you're associating yourself with on a daily basis, and 10 times out of 10, the most wealthiest men are going to be on the golf course or in playing polo.
That's with horses, y'all.
Not in the water.
Not in the water.
So that's what they do. So you want to be in that environment. You want to immerse yourself in that, soak up knowledge, and learn, and kind of be in that vein of prosperity when it comes to that. So we got to fight to get in the room. We want to be in the room where it happens. Yeah. And this is where it happens.
Yeah, Marcus Allen said that to us earlier. He said, "This is the new locker room."
Oh, it's always been the locker room. We just didn't know.
We didn't know.
It was the locker room, right?
Yeah, we opening the doors.
Yeah. So one last question, since you're a financial advisor and you're obviously a successful businessman, what advice can you give to somebody that's just coming into money, 21, 19 years old, a bunch of money for the first time in life? It's difficult. A lot of people don't understand how difficult it is. What advice could you give a young man or a young woman?
I would say begin your journey with the end in mind, and that being it's generational wealth. Set your habits to that. You're not going to live a rich lifestyle. You're not going to blow your money on things that aren't going to appreciate. You're going to view the dollar differently. You're going to think bottom line versus top line in terms of setting your budget. Not from the gross, but to the net after your taxes are there. And
very important.
You save based off of that. So. You're looking for deals. You're looking for the budget wise. You're looking for value in terms of your investments and how you're spending your time. So that's what I would say. Understanding tax laws. There are products out there that we don't know about, that are institutional products that we don't have privy to because we don't know the right people. Now that you know the game,
kicking doors down there.
So that's the main reason why I'm in this business is to give access, a pipeline to those that don't have exposure to that.
No, that's extremely important. I just not to hold you up, but how did you have enough time to focus on Series 7, it takes a lot of studying.
Yeah.
Like you're running around all over the place. Like, how did you have enough time to actually do that? Like, that's not easy to do while you're you already have money. Yeah. So like,
I want more.
Enough said.
There it goes.
I mean, what's the model? The business model is recurring revenue. You build the assets under management up enough, you can live a long time off of that. That's just 1% a year, and it just continues to grow according to the market, and you just do what's right for people. So from a business perspective, that's why. But I found the time because I made the time. It was important for me to do it. I wake up in the morning, study, go do what I got to do, come back at night and study. It took me a year and a half to get that, to be fully licensed. So it's the investment. It's the work that you put in that you get out of it.
That's powerful.
Eddie George, appreciate you, brother.
I really like
let me go hit the 7-iron, man.
Here with the legend himself,
The
John
legend.
Starks.
New York,
yes,
New York
as I
zone.
said, coming from New York, this is big for us. So first and foremost, thank you for taking the time out to speak with us. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So you are somebody that has thrived after you finished playing, and a lot of athletes, some athletes are similar, some athletes kind of struggle. What is your advice as far as for athletes to make a decision with their life after their career is over, and as far as business is concerned?
Yeah, I think you just have to plan it before you retire. Just kind of look at what you want to get into. It's kind of like you have that passion for basketball. You have to find out what's your passion for business, because some guys just go into it, thinking that it's the right thing to do, and they don't really have a passion for it. They're not gonna get up in the morning and work hard to make it successful. So I think it translates the same thing, like I said, in basketball. You just have to find your passion.
Yeah, what area of business have you focused in since you retired?
Well, I work with the Knicks right now in their front office, so that's kind of what my primary thing is. I get other ventures that come to me. Right now I'm involved with this board called Total Body Board. It's a fitness board. Athlete by the name of Charles Austin, who was a gold medalist, Olympic high jumper in Atlanta. Actually, he jumped 7 feet 10 inches. That's crazy. So he's a fitness trainer, and he just one day woke up. Well, he had a dream one night about this particular board, and went out and created a model the next day. He has a big training facility down in San Marcos, Texas. So he called me, he said, I think I got something. Yeah. And it's just incredible. We have professional teams using it right now, colleges, high school. It's kid friendly, the number one thing. So what it is, it's all resistance training. And that's what he used to get himself back to an elite athlete, because he tore his meniscus, his ACL, and the doctors never gave him a chance to come back and jump. And 2 years later, he broke the Olympic record. It's a problem. Yeah.
So, as far as your experience, what would you say your best investment or your best decision that you made as far as business or investing is concerned?
Keeping my money. Keeping my money.
First and foremost.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, you get so many things thrown at you as an athlete. Guys coming at you with all these business opportunities, and so the best advice I can give them is make sure that you do your homework before you invest, and really get somebody who you trust that understands the business side of it. Because not that we're not smart enough, it's just that you don't have time to get involved, because as your playing career is going on, you tend to focus on that and not on the business itself. So I try to give advice from athletes to stand, keep your money, wait till you completely done. That way you can watch over what you're doing.
One last question. So we're on the golf course, and networking is extremely important. How important is networking, and what's the best deal you've done on the golf? Have you ever done a deal on the golf? We always hear that you do deals on the golf course.
Well, you don't do deals on the golf course. You do relationships on the golf course, and I think that's the most important thing. If you involved in a business opportunity, you get four hours plus to really cultivate that business relationship. And so obviously it has been some deals signed on the golf course, but to me it's just about the relationship and getting to know that person and making sure that person is trustworthy.
Nice. And you have one of the best dunks of all.
Yeah.
We got to talk one basketball question. How did that in the moment? Did you process that in the moment?
No. It just happened. You know, most things just happen on the basketball court.
The dunk and then the spin after was just.
It's all the way legendary.
Yeah, you know, the beautiful thing about sports is that you do have those moments that kind of define who you are, and that was one of those moments. Obviously, Michael very special, him and Horace Grant, because we was playing against the board. But the number one thing is that it was in the garden.
Yeah, I think it was in the top 5 MSG moments.
Yeah. So if it was anywhere else, it's just been another great play.
Yeah.
But because it was an MSG against Chicago Bulls, Jordan got in the picture. So it worked out well.
You know how many arguments we got about that?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't in the picture. Yes, he was in the picture. He definitely in the picture. It took me years to admit it.
Yeah.
He did.
He's a Bulls fan. You from New York? He's a Bulls fan. This guy.
I ran into a lot of Bulls friends in New York. So yeah.
No, I appreciate you,
Okay,
bro.
thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Here with the legendary Dr. J. First and foremost, it's a pleasure.
Great shot.
To you.
Thank you.
No problem. So so we just getting some words of advice for athletes and just anybody. So what would be your advice for athletes that may just come into money for the first time, large sums of money? What are some management tips that you might be able to share?
Well, when I was very young, I ran into Muhammad Ali, and he had 18 people with him. So he said, don't carry these many people around ever.
As he was doing it.
He was doing it, and he was at the height of his glory. And it was good advice, so I've never really traveled with a big posse. And, I've been kind of conservative in terms of what I've done with my income. And the biggest piece of advice would be to live off your income, not off your savings. So once you receive some dollars, put it away, consider your reserve, consider your savings, and don't live off it. Live off the income that you drive based on your ability.
Yeah. This is such a beautiful event. We're here for charity. We're at a golf course. A lot of times business deals happen here on the golf course. Is there something you can say about the importance of networking in these type of settings?
Well, absolutely. I mean, it's been a saving grace in my life that I started. I really started regularly at age 35.
Okay.
I look back, I think I maybe wish that I had started playing in my 20s. I went out to a lot of events and, was a verbal participant and not an active participant. And the networking in golf is fantastic. It's not like you're going out and you're competing, you're beating your body up, and you have to train for it, whatever. You just try to have an average game, playing a lot of scrambles, and when you're off the golf course, that's when you talk. Speak up in terms of people who you're getting exposed to, and find out what their story is. What the highs and lows, because everybody's got highs. Everybody's got successes and failures. Everybody goes through life with some type of
Adversity.
Adversity, and it's not that you have adversity, because everybody's going to have it. It's how you handle it, and how you deal with it. I've had my fair share in my lifetime. All of these young players, non-players will have that.
One last question. So as far as your highlight reel, we all know your highlight reels, the dunk, with the scoop. But what's your favorite move that you made off the court as far as business? Do you have like a favorite business move or investment that might stick out in your mind that you've made throughout the course of the years?
Well, for me, I partnered with Bill Cosby and a guy named Jay Bruce Llewellyn, and we bought the Philadelphia Coca-Cola bottle. So we did that back in 1985 and held on to it till 2005. So that was probably the best, most cash producing in my life outside of basketball.
Honor and a pleasure.